Is this going to be the final gameplay, or will Purple Link get a piece of the Triforce so we can move on to the heroes of the final round of Heroes of the Maze? We'll find out. In the meanwhile, we have the treasure chests full of treasure here. That's going to be revealed later on. We're going to move these things aside. We have the hearts. So 13 hearts for Green Link, 11 for Violet Link. Blue has 3. Red is out. Remember, red is out. He's disqualified because he died in jail. And so we got 1 bomb, 2 magic wands, 5 grappling hooks. Can anything be done here? Can we do this right? Now, here we have the same table as before. You get 1 point for every combination. So you got combinations. You keep track of your combinations here. Here are the Colossus, Blob, Ghosts, and Reaper. And so you calculate the gold. So, of course, they're not going to go in by themselves. They're going to have people to help them. The Barbarian is going to help Green Link. He can give 1 gold for each Colossus defeated. The Rogue, you could start the game with 2 loot cards drawn randomly for Blue Link. So we will do that. We will actually go to the treasure chest. So we'll get, this is the first one. So we have a Ghost Cleaner. That's going to be useful. This will, you could defeat without losing any magic. So you could take care of ghosts without losing any magic. And then the next one is Cocktail to gain 1. So this is the Great Cocktail Potion to gain 1. So this is like in Wind Waker. It was actually because remember in the Zelda games you had red and green potions, but you had a blue potion. Now in this card to dice game, mostly focusing on dice, dungeon dice, you had this is red and blue for red and blue, but blue in Zelda was like for all the magic and all the health. So this will be useful. So now we will lock up the treasure right there. That is locked up and will not be revealed until the end of the round. And so let's take a look at the stats from last time. So aside from the properties, which is from the last time, we have the money and 530K, 900K. Green Link getting 37.7 million, but no Tri-FOURce pieces. However, the Colossus 100 degree is the one thing Violet Link has that was from the last Dungeon Academy. And with that, you get Colossus 100 degree during the next level. So you gain 1 gold for each Colossus you defeat. So even by itself, you can gain gold. So we will figure out what's happening there. Now, the money at this point will count towards an ending. There's multiple endings. How much money, let's say you do rescue Zelda, how much money do you have? Do you stay at grandma's house or do you live in a nice castle with her? That's an important thing. So with that, we have the 3 links, and now they're going to start going into the dungeon. And this is where I will have to, once again, let's see if we can get that. There we go. So where is my stuff? Where are things? So I'm going to put the manual aside. We do not need the manual. All we need left to do, this has been a very rough experience because I was hoping for an ideal ending. I played this game about 2 or 3 times before. So here we have the bottom of the dungeon, okay? And I'm going to put this aside. And actually, I'm going to move the Tri-FOURce box over here. Remember that the only one that has, so red is out. So the only one that has any chance of getting anywhere is Violet Link. And we are hoping for Violet. Now, if the other links succeed, great. But if Violet Link does not get 1 Tri-FOURce piece, and the way you do that is you have to defeat a boss, okay? So if that does not happen in this game, then that's the end of the game. So what I'm going to do now is we take all these dice. So there are 2 dice, or 3 kinds of dice. All these 16 make up 1 type of die. You get potions. You got the four enemies. This represents the boss characters as red, blue, and black, I believe. Yeah. So Purple Link must be able to run into this. That's if I draw this die. And this is the pathway dungeon and stuff. So we need to we're going to shake this up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put so there's the cover, right? I'm going to put the box. Where's box cover? We have to, when I look for something, it should take me like a second or less to find it. I don't want to be spending all night looking for something. That is not the way I want to be doing things. So you can see there. Okay, there's the cover to the box. There's the box top. And I am going to shuffle these dice while kind of here. Let's see, where is it? So I'm just here with you. I am looking at the box, the stand that this phone is on. I'm looking at the table. I am not looking at anything at all. Now, what I will have to do is I will have to grab this so that I can put the dice in it. But I have to be kind of mindful. So how will I do this? How will I do this? Still here. I haven't moved from my position. See if I can do it right. Now I'm tumbling the dice around. So like in a game like this, if you were playing this for real, right, without the Zelda mods, if you were playing Dungeon Academy just straight up without Zelda, you would need one person to peek at the dice and one person, and then the other players just have to go with what the game master does. So imagine like Dungeons and Dragons, you have a game master, right? And the game master is the one that, now I'm going to put, oh, please don't lose that, 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 don't lose that. Okay. Okay. Clenching on tight, like your butt cheeks tight, right? There is the dungeon. Now, but we're not going to reveal anything at all because this whole goddamn game is based on knowing what's in the dice. Okay. So, I'll show you the dice we did not use. We did not use these two. These are the 16 dice. So that means that the special dice is now part of the dungeon. And I will take this dungeon here, and I'm going to put it onto the back. So now, what I'm going to do now, that was a struggle, an eternal struggle. Where's my bag of counters? Because now I got to go and, here we go. Looking for these. Okay. And actually, I am now going to mark my pathways. So for green link goes first. Okay, here we go. If I could do it the way I want to do it. Let's see. Let's see. Okay. So, I have green link figured out. Okay. Now I'm going to do blue link next. So, you could start, remember, you can start at any point outside the maze. It's confusing. Don't confuse. And you can't go over the same room twice, so you can't do any loop-de-loops or anything like that. Nothing like that. All right. So, it's this one. So remember, only 3 links, and each one should take a unique path. I use the chain for this one. That's what I use for violet link. Let's see. We'll give him a straightforward approach. Okay. Okay. All right. These are the pathways. So let me explain the pathways. So these are the pathways, okay? Green Link is going to start from the third column. He's going to enter from the third column from the top, right? He's going to make a right, and he's going to enter. He's going to make a right on the third row, and then make a left onto the first column and exit out. So he'll exit through the princess looking thing here. So I made like a little green path, but it starts from here all the way out. Blue Link is going to start from the bottom to the top. So he's going to start from the bottom column, make a right onto the third row, make a left onto first, and leave out, make a left onto fourth, leave out the last column. So start here, right, and go out through there. So that's where he is. Violet Link will start onto the first row, right? He'll go on the first row and make a right onto the third column and exit out. So that is what is going to happen. Okay, so we're going to start with Green Link first. Okay, these are his. Remember, Violet. I believe Violet has the Reaper Hunter degree, or the Colossus Hunter degree. So, with all that in mind, we will now reveal. And there it is. And there is a boss character. Now, we're going to save Violet for last because I just want to kind of go over the efforts of the first two. Okay, so we don't know what's happening here. But I'm thinking from what I'm seeing, I'm thinking that things are going to go well here. I have a funny feeling I know how this is going to turn out. Okay, Green Link is first, okay? So Green Link is going to start here so he's going to start with the Red Colossus, okay? So Red Colossus costs him 2. So I'm going to take away 2. Okay. That leaves him 11. Okay? 11 for that. Now the boss, this is the boss, okay? This black thing here, that's the boss character. Okay. So hold on. So let me see what that is. This is the dragon. So the red one's a troll. This is a leech. This is a dragon. So dragon is you lose 3 hearts, you lose 3 stars, and then you regain them. So judging by this, by the barbarian, because in the original game setup, you're playing as these characters. You're playing as the rogue, the barbarian, and the conjurer, but you regain them. So the idea is that so the barbarian has 5 hearts, but we're playing by Link, who originally started out with 13 hearts, now has 11. So by this rule, he survives. Okay, so he survives the encounter. Now let's go. We're turning right onto the third row. Okay, so subtract 1 blue. Okay, this one subtract 1 red. Now he's down to 10 hearts. Now there's a wall here. Now remember, with Blue Link, he couldn't get past the wall. But with this is a grappling hook, okay? So grappling hooks are good because you can get over the wall, just like so. And there's the grappling hook. Okay, Link, it's like a hook shot. It's like a hook shot, okay? So that will be 4. So the logic is that Link uses this as a hook shot to get over that wall. So I saw that wall before I even started moving Link around, okay? And blue for potion, so he gains a potion. So he has survived the dungeon. That is it. He survived the dungeon. So because he had the grappling hook, he could use it once. He scaled the wall that would block the way. So that wall would block his way. You could only go... So see how you cannot move through the side walls? You cannot move through the side walls. So these are corridors in which you can move through. So I have a little cheat, but it's a Zelda cheat, and it makes sense. And that's why he had that grappling hook. That's why. There's other purposes you could do with it. This is the trophy. You can gain 2 gold, which will transfer into Monopoly money later on. So we'll put that there. Okay. Now, Blue's turn. Blue starts from the bottom, goes all the way up, right? So we're going to have him do that. And I believe he avoids the boss character, but that's okay. So he starts off with the red blob. That takes away 1 red. Okay. Okay, I'm paying attention here. So there's 2 of these guys. 2 of them. Okay. Okay, 1 red. Oh, that's not good. So he needs... So... Rogue, okay. So you go on to these ones. Okay, so we're going to take away 3. Right? But then, right, we're going out to the last column, and there is a blob, and because he is out of hearts, right, at that point, wait a minute, hold on. Yeah, he's out of hearts. If he takes the last heart, he's done. So he is done. Red Link has collapsed. Now, wait a minute. Now, should I use the wand? Yes, I'm going to use the wand. So we're going to use the wand. I'm going to cheat my way through that one. I'm going to use the wand. This one, I'm going to use the wand again. Okay. So I've used the wand on these last 2 enemies. Can you see them? Those last 2 enemies, I've used the wand. So now the wand is no longer in my possession. I was going to have Blue Link knocked out, but then I remembered I had the wand. The wand is just basically a weapon that you can use. In the Zelda game, it's like you use it to burn trees and shit. Okay, what's his item? Ghost 100 degree, but we don't. We're gonna junk that one only because we're not going back to the Dungeon Academy, so we will not be using that. And that's all he's got. So he's got 1 heart left. 1 heart, 1 star. So their turns are over. Now it is Violet's turn, as he starts from the first row, and he's going to go across that first row. So we got a blue. Oh, hold on. Okay, now I forgot to put stars there, but we have. I just took out some of the discard pile. It's fine. It's all the same, right? This bomb will not work on ghosts and reapers, only on physical creatures. So he starts off on a ghost. That means 1 blue star is taken away. And we're going across that first row. And he's going to go out the 3rd column, right? First row, 3rd column. So he is going to run into the boss. So now that's what I was looking at. I said, now I know he was going to make it. Now I know we're going to get to Heroes of the Maze. He's going to use, we're going to take away 1 heart. Okay, I'm going to save the bomb for the Colossus. And the Colossus, I will use the bomb to take out Colossus. Okay, so that's it. I've lost the bomb. So now we go up against the dragon. The dragon will take away 3 hearts and 3. So 3 hearts and 3 stars, but you gain them back. So you gain them back. If there had been more, if there weren't enough stars and hearts to take out the dragon, that would have been it. Link would have died in the dungeon. Okay. So now we are going to these last 2. We take out these last 2. That's it. And he comes out the dungeon unscathed, but with 1, 2, 3, 4, about, so 10 hearts, right? 10 hearts, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 hearts for green, 1 heart for blue, 10 hearts. So yeah, that's not too bad. Let's see what he gets. Let's see the treasure. What is the treasure? This is an invisibility cloak. Discard this to ignore a monster. Now, I might be able to use this for the final round of the Heroes of the Maze. Kind of matches his color, doesn't it? Matches his color. It's got the same thing going on there. So this is it. This was the round. And so let's look at the Tri-FOURce pieces. There we go. Look at that. So now purple Link has 3, blue has 2. Right? Is that correct? Did I do that right? Hold on. Let me see. No, that's not right. Wait a minute. Green has it. Okay, hold on. Okay, now it is correct. That is the correct acquisition. There's only 3 pieces to green, but he will not get all 3 of them because the next dungeon you can only get 1 piece because there's 1 boss. That is the acquisition. Let me see the money for the total. We've got to count the gold here. And so these are the monies. He did not encounter any Reapers. He did encounter a Colossus, so we calculated it to about a minute. So he had 5 gold, and he had 5 gold, and he had 1, so he gets 50k. And we're going to discard that Great Cocktail Potion to the discard pile there, and we're going to give him the extra heart. So he gets 2 hearts instead of 1. He's kind of back to where he was, wasn't he? That's kind of sad. But yeah. So I'm looking at make sure I didn't do any real cheating here. But I used the wand. So that's the wand was what helped Link get through this. But every time you use that wand, it's a limitation. So it's kind of like in the Breath of the Wild. You only have a certain limited time. So we go to the last round. But is it the last round? Depending on what happens to Violet Link, level 9 Heroes of the Maze, the third and final round, will either be the final round or it is the precursor to level 10 Ganondorf. We will find out hopefully tomorrow.